Stinky with a Q&A, or dare I say Q&S. They ask the question, and he fires out stupidity. Yeah, this is a Q&S. Roll it!
It's been reported that you recently spoke with Prime Minister Netanyahu, maybe as recently as yesterday.
Netanyahu, a fucking criminal. Continue.
Can you clarify when the last time was you talked to him, and what advice, if any, you're giving him about a ceasefire, about ending this war?
The last time I saw him was at Mar-a-Lago, and he came with his wife and...
Yeah, what, shadow diplomacy, you scumbag? Yeah, No. Ridiculous.
A large group of people, and we had a very good relationship with him and with Israel. Again, this would never have happened. October 7th would have never happened.
Bullshit. That's nonsense.
Would have never, ever happened. And he asked for the meeting. We had the meeting. It was about 2 hours, 2.5 hours long.
Okay, what he wants to know what you talked about. They know that he went there, you asshole.
And I expect I might be talking to him, but I haven't since then.
You ain't gonna talk to him ever again. You offer nothing. You bring nothing to the table.
Not to take a ceasefire deal? Did you give him any advice
No,
about
I didn't
ending the war?
encourage him. No, he knows what he's doing. I did encourage him to get this over with. You want to get
Yeah, you know what his idea of getting that over with is? Nuking the other side. Yeah, that's what this asshole wants to do. He said it multiple times. Get it over with. Yeah, nuke them. He said it. He wants to bomb the Palestinian state.
Over with. It has to get over with fast. But have victory, get your victory, and get it over with. It has to stop. The killing.
Ridiculous. And
Has to stop.
The killing has to stop. But yet he wants to nuke. He wants to nuke the Palestinians.
Please,
Thank you, President Trump. You've spoken very passionately about how God saved your life, and
He doesn't believe in God. They've asked him if he's ever begged for forgiveness, and he hasn't. What are you talking about?
I'm wondering, have you put much thought into why God saved your life? As in,
He doesn't put thought into anything, and he's saying, he's got to be looking at you right now and saying, what are you, stupid? There is no God. I am God. That's what he's telling. That's what he's saying.
for what purpose has He been shielding and protecting you?
So, I don't know if you heard the question. You've spoken about God saving your life. That I've spoken passionately about it. And something happened.
Yeah, something happened. Yeah. Look at that. They didn't shoot at you. Period. You staged it, and MAGAs had to die for dramatic effect. You did it for a pole bump. It didn't work. Yeah. As soon as you pointed up at that chart, right, that guy fired. There was no intention of shooting you, and you didn't get shot. Period. There was no compression towel. They let you stand up in front of the mic again. RSBN pulled their cameras away and shut off the sound. Yeah, right. That shit was staged, and you got people killed. Continue.
Because that was a miracle. I never looked that way. The audience was massive, and it was in front of me.
Yeah, that was the cue. Yeah, you just did it. You just said it. You pointed that way and bam. Yeah, the MAGA got shot.
I never have that particular graph. That was a graph on, as you all know now, that it's very...
Bullshit. You put that graph at every rally, you fucking liar. That is so easily fact-checked, you fucking prick. And you got that guy killed.
I think everyone knows it very well, but it showed the great numbers on illegal immigration. It was the lowest point we've ever had.
That graph was the point, that was the key for him to open fire.
And it was one that I used less than 20% of the time.
You just said you never use it at all. You fucking liar. You can't keep your lies straight.
It's always at the end of the speech, not at the beginning of the speech.
Bullshit! That shit sits up there the whole rally. I watch these fucking shit-ass rallies so my people don't have to, you goddamn liar.
Speech, and it's always on the left side, not the right side.
Bullshit! That's a lie. Full on. Busted.
And yet, for some reason, I called it. It's not on a teleprompter.
Yeah, you called it. You called the shot is what you did. You literally... Why don't you just tell us, Stinky? You had those people killed for dramatic effect, you asshole.
I do things largely without a teleprompter, Frank.
Oh, yeah, right.
Because it's hard to hold an audience if you're going to go for an hour and a half or 2 hours reading a script.
You can't read. You're a functionally illiterate sack of shit.
And I just talked about it, and I moved to my right, turned, shoot.
That's it. That was the point to shoot right there.
To my right, ping. And
This is pathetic. This is pathetic.
didn't do that, I'm not here with you. So, yeah, God has something to do with it. It's a miracle.
No. They weren't shooting at you, Stinky. Nope. Sorry. Nope. I'm calling fake. It's a miracle, my ass.
And God had something to do with it. And maybe it's, we want to...
Look at that. This motherfucker claims that he got shot by an AR-15.
Save the world. This world is going down.
No, it's not.
This world is going down.
No, it's not. Have you seen the stock market lately, Stinky?
It could be, but I believe that. My sons are very good shooters. They're like scratch golfers, better, relatively speaking.
And you're not a scratch golfer. Fun fact, one of my best friends was his caddy, okay? And I know, he's told me everything. This motherfucker cheats to the point where he can't break 100 on the golf course. He's so bad at it. He had my friend kick balls, he hangs around with balls, pockets full of balls, in order for him to throw them on the ground, and then when they drive up to where he quote-unquote drove the ball's sitting right in the middle of the fairway. It's bullshit. He doesn't count the shots that he fires in the lake. He doesn't putt out. This motherfucker can't break 100. For as much golf as he plays, you would think he can break 100. It's bullshit. It's a lie. I have other stories because I live 3 doors down from this asshole, you know? So yeah, Listen to this meandering.
It could be, but I believe that my sons are very good shooters.
Beavis and Butthead are parasitic flea bags. Yeah, they're good at shooting themselves in the foot.
They're like scratch golfers, better, relatively speaking, with shooters, great shooters. And Eric and Don both told me from 130 yards. I said, well, that's pretty far away, isn't it? They said, no, that's like a 1-foot putt.
What? The fuck was that?
With, weapons like the one being used. Plus, he was a good shooter.
What weapon is that? The AR-15? Yeah,
This guy was a good shooter. He went to the range and shot a lot. And
yeah, you knew his whole profile. Because you set it up, you asshole.
Supposed to be a pretty good shooter. They said a bad shooter would have hit the target almost 100% of the time.
A bad shooter would have hit the target almost 100% of the time.
So something happened. And I have to say the Secret Service sniper did an amazing job. He had 5 seconds to find the target and hit the target. And
yeah. You were banking on that. You were banking on him killing your patsy. You were banking on that.
Within, think of this, 5 seconds. And he was much further away because he was over here and this other person was over there.
Just listen to this bullshit. Oh, your comb over's about to fly off.
3 seconds, it was time to... And bullets were coming out. I would hear the bullet. I didn't realize you could hear it, but now I know very well.
You didn't hear jack shit. Listen to this.
Those bullets were going right over my head. They were there and very brave. There was nobody that said, I'm not going to be going there. They just...
They were there and they were very brave and said they were not going to go there. Listen to Cadet Bone Spurs in action here.
They were there very quickly and they were very brave. There were mistakes made, obviously. He shouldn't have been up there. The roof should have been...
Bullshit. That was all staged. That's why you went radio silent for 10 days before that happened. That was all staged.
Taken care of, and there were mistakes made. There's no question about it. But
you're an imbecile. This barnacle won't take a question from a serious reporter. Listen to this stupid shit.
Brian, thank you. I'm going to talk about credit card debt for just a second. You've got all these
reached a
items.
record.
Yeah, that's Marjorie Taylor Greene's lover. The missing link's lover. That dude looks like he's constantly being stung by a bee. This is pathetic.
Right,
48% up.
Yeah.
And many families going into debt just to pay for groceries.
Yeah.
What's your message to Americans right now that you can make America affordable again?
Oh, I gotta hear this. I gotta hear this.
My message to them, so he said, credit card debt is at the all-time high. It's never been like this. What's your message to America? How are we going to solve that? And
okay, yeah, how?
What will they do? You know what I think they should do? They should, on November 5th or sooner, if it's early voting.
Early voting? Huh. I thought you said everybody should vote on the same day. Hey, stop trying to mess with the rules here, Stinky. No, no coup allowed. We're watching you. And those parasitic, ball-headed dumb shits from Project 2025, you think you're gonna... fuck around. Fuck around because you're gonna find out. We have the tanks this time, you asshole. Yeah, just saying. Continue, Stinky.
Which largely it is, which is ridiculous. We should have one-day voting, paper ballots.
Then why did you vote early, you prick?
We should have voter ID and we should have proof of citizenship because people have voted.
That Adderall is like, you're starting to dope lick because the Adderall's leaking down your nose.
And people are going on now without citizenship. But we should do it, and maybe we'll be able to get that done too. It's one of the things I want to do. But my message to them would be very simple. Vote for Trump.
Is that your message? Is that your message?
We're going to fix the problem. We're going to get it fixed.
Yeah, how?
Get it fixed.
Follow-up question.
Yes,
Good. Kamala's been promising on day one, I'll do this. And for basically 4 years, she's promised this day one.
Yes.
What will you do on day one to change
Hey, inflation is way down, and they just signed massive legislation. Sorry about that, Brian Griffin. Where's Stewie? Hey, Brian, punt already. Brian, punt, Brian. Stewie.
country around?
So she is saying when she gets in, she's in now. And especially with Biden, because, I mean,
Yeah. I saw the Chiron that Fox put on there. The stock market's at 40,000 again.
not in the best of shape.
Unemployment is at its lowest.
But you know what? She's in there now. She can do anything she wants.
Cap the price of insulin. Got a bunch of drug prices down. Infrastructure, airports, roads, all getting fixed. Jobs. Stinky, when you left, you killed 2 million jobs.
And she's still saying, if you elect me, I'll do this, I'll do...
No, they're doing it. They are doing it.
Didn't she do it?
What about you? Why didn't you do it? All we had with you was mass graves and an $8 trillion hole in the debt and the biggest trade deficit with China in decades.
Heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
Oh!
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We are a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat
A rippy to That shit never gets old.
What's he even trying to say? I repeat.